I say I believe in you, and I can give you endless of reasons and arguments like I did why I believe in you, I want to let you know that I can believe in you how much I want to believe in you. But if you don't believe in yourself, you're going nowhere. So we don't accept excuses, am I right? Because excuses leads to, I don't hear you, failure. The day you start believing excuses is the day you don't believe in yourself any longer.
My name is Evale Godwin Brenda. I joined Hope Africa when I was 10 years old. I'm 23 years old now. I was staying with my parents. Unfortunately, they disappeared. We didn't know where they went. So one of our neighbors had to take care of us. Whereby out of the blue, we had to be with her without knowing where she comes from, what she does. So after, we had to look for somewhere to be. Also, her, she didn't have enough to sponsor us to be with us. So she had a chance to hear about Hope Africa. That's how we joined Hope Africa. But indeed, we didn't know our parents because we grew up with her. Got a sponsor who helped me up to where I am. But unfortunately now, she has lost her job, so she can't go on with me. Yeah, but now I'm in university, but I don't have a sponsor. Since she lost her job, she can't go on with me, so I need another person or another sponsor to take care of me so that I finish my university, because I'm in a second year now. I'm doing catering and hospitality management. I would like to be a best chef or a barista in the future.
My name is Akansime Joan. I was 10 years old when I joined Hope Africa. I'm 22 years old. I lost my dad when I was still young, and my mom had a mental problem, so I started staying with my auntie, who wasn't able to cater for the whole family and also pay my school fees. So I joined Hope Africa, where I got a loving sponsor who was called, I remember his name was Big Bear. So he helped me finish up my primary school and secondary school. Unfortunately, I lost him because of financial problems. So I got a small job where I was earning little when I was in my Form 6 vacation, and I was able to pay for my first year when I joined campus. But after, I lost the job, so I never went back to school up to now. I was doing social work and social administration. My dream is to become a social worker to help other kids who are facing the same situation which I'm facing now.
My name is Namirembe Angel. I was 9 years old when I joined Help Africa. I'm now 20 years old. We were 7 children living in a single room, and my dad had a very small shop that he couldn't raise enough money to cater for our necessities. So, and after a couple of years, my dad became sick and he couldn't make it up. So I got to know about Hope Africa with some lady who was a neighbor. I went there, got a sponsor who has been sponsoring me from primary 3 till now after my Form 6. My sponsor, due to some financial problems, she couldn't make it this year. My dream is to become a lawyer, because I guess if I'm a lawyer, I'll be able to fulfill my dream, because it's my dream since childhood, and raise enough money to cater for my siblings.
My name is Okelo Michael. I was 9 years old when I joined Help Africa. I'm now 20 years old. My dad died when I was young. I remained with my mother as a single parent, and my mother couldn't cater for me and my sister due to some financial problem, because he had a job which couldn't pay him. When I joined Help Africa was able to pay for my primary and my secondary. Unfortunately, my sponsor stopped due to financial problems. Now, I'm looking for another sponsor to pay for my tuition when I'm doing in university. I want to become a journalist.
My name is Miranda Paul. I'm 18 years old. I lost my parents when I was very young, and I grew up with my grandma. but unfortunately she also passed away. Then I got a sponsor in an organization called Help Africa, and they have been paying for me school fees since my nursery up to senior 3, but they have stopped because of financial problems, and I want to go back to school because all my fellow friends have covered a lot at school. I want to become a lawyer after completing my studies, and I also want to help those kids who are passing in a situation which I also passed through.
My name is Wanda Yahaya. I am 22 years old. I joined Help Africa at 9 years of age. I was wandering around and I had passion for football. So that's when I found some members training at Uganda Road. That is the very time when Kim Madison came into Uganda, and I got the opportunity to talk to him. He asked me about myself. I told him I was living at the streets and I'd ran away from home simply because of brutality and family neglect. Kim Madison asked me whether I would like to go to school. I told him that definitely I would really love to go to school. Throughout my academic journey, I've been in boarding school under Hope Africa, and I feel so privileged to have a sponsor. And this sponsor is called Eric Setisa. He's coming from Norway. I am really so proud and so thankful for him paying my tuition and always giving me guidance where he feels like it's really due. And I'm really so grateful, and I'm utilizing each and every opportunity that comes my way from him. Our dear founder, I call him Papa, Kim Manson. I'm really so thankful and so grateful for everything that he has done, not only to me, but all kids in Uganda. Most of us come from the slums like Katanga, and the situation there, it's really so hard. It's really so hard to hustle out. I'm really so grateful, and I'm looking forward to emulate his golden heart of humanity.
By name is Samad. 22 years. I joined Help Africa when I was 10 years. I joined Help Africa. Okay, we had a friendly match with a team that was sponsored by the likes of Kim Madsen, and we found out that I was scouted by one of the sponsors on the opponent team. When I met Help Africa, I was in a condition whereby my mom wasn't in position to pay my school fees. We were paying around 36,000, but it was not easy for my mom to pay because she's a single parent, and though my dad was still alive by then, it wasn't easy for her to pay. I'm so glad that I met people like Bodil Jorgensen, who have made me from the slums of Katanga, from no one to someone who's now influential in not only in Katanga but in Africa. I'm so glad that I'm sponsored, and as per now, I can express my potentials in research, networking, in anything. Okay, I obtained life skills in the schools I went to. I feel like I'm empowered. First of all, initially without the sponsor family, life was a misery. It wasn't easy for us to have a meal a day. It wasn't easy. But now with the sponsor family, at least I can be able to have Christmas gift. I can be able even to celebrate a birthday. I used not to celebrate birthdays, but since I'm having a sponsor family, at least now I'm empowered not only to influence others, but also to survive and be with problem-solving skills.
My name is Sharifa Navagala. I'm 24 years old. I joined Help Africa when I was 12 years old. I used to stay with my grandmother. I lost both my parents when I was 7 years old. I lost my dad when I was in primary 2 and my mom in primary 3. Life became very hard where my grandmother couldn't afford catering for us. We used to eat once a day. At first, I was taken to a government school where I used to pay 5,000. That's less than $2. My granny couldn't afford to pay that 5,000. Life was so hard, and my grandmother decided to get an old man to marry me because we didn't have food to eat on the table, so that I go for marriage. Imagine 11 or 12 girl going to marry a 36-year-old man. Later, I came and joined Help Africa. I got a sponsor, and he was there for me. He loved me. His family paid for my school fees from senior 1 up to senior 6, and they also paid my first semester university. Then due to financial problems, they stopped. But I didn't lose hope because I knew what I wanted. I was working at Help Africa because Help Africa retained me to help in the library. So I was getting some little money, and I started paying for my tuition. And right now I completed my university. I did accounting and finance. I'm so much grateful for Help Africa because I had lost hope, but right now I'm here from zero to hero. I really want to thank Kim Madison, the founder of Help Africa. I want to thank you so much for the great idea when you dreamt of helping the African children. We're really proud. Thank you so much, Help Africa and Kim Madison, because you're transforming a lot of lives. You're making a great impact in our lives, and you're going to leave a great legacy. We are so much proud of you.
My name is Wasase Nkoma William. I'm 24 years. I was 7 years when I joined Help Africa. I lived with my grandfather, who passed on in 2012, and a grandmother that passed on in 2012. Generally, that's who I am. I came from a peasant family that grew food for only consumption. I joined Help Africa in 2009 in October as it was coming to an end. Help Africa has done a lot for me, has transformed my life from a no one to somebody. Help Africa has educated me since day one, because I joined it in 2009 when I was in actually primary 3. They have educated me up to this level. I've gone to several private schools and I've been in boarding schools. My dreams majorly were being a leader. I was dreaming more in leadership, but as I grow up, as I've seen the situations of depending and dependency, I also developed business dreams, a business career, like I want to carry on business. Beside the leadership, I'm getting involved into at the different stages of life. Planning to join university in February, actually this month, because I've already applied. I'm going to do business administration. I will specialize in finance and accounting. I usually dream of money. I usually dream of transforming my life. I want to sincerely, from the deepest heart, thank my dear mother, Mama Hula, and my dear father, Daddy Olaf, for the opportunities you are granting me, for the chances you are continuously giving me year up to year of school fees. I love you so much. May you live longer. May you live to see me into that responsible person you've sincerely financed for this school.
My name is Nakamata Glenn. I'm 22 years old. I was 10 years old when I joined Help Africa. I live in Katanga slum. Help Africa came into our life. I was not studying, but then Help Africa helped me with aunties to get for me sponsors for paying my school fees. She started in primary 4 up to P7. Then in primary 7, my sponsor got some problems. He communicated to my aunties and my aunties communicated to me. Then Help Africa never left me for going back to school. primary 7, I started senior 1 in Muyenga High School as they were looking for me sponsor. Then I branched off. I got a course at MBI Makerere Business Institute. It's where I'm studying from. I'm doing social work and social administration. I want to be the first youth or the first lady to fight HIV up to zero tolerance. I want to take this opportunity to thank all Help Africa staff members, Kim, Mariam, Martha, Aunt Mariam, Christabel, and Enid. Plus my sponsor, I really want to thank you for whatever things which you have done into my life. And let God bless you in whatever things which you do.
Yes, my name is Alex Sebatuka, and I am also one of the children who went through Help Africa. I joined Help Africa in 2009 when I had no school fees. My guardian could not move on to pay the school fees. So then I got an opportunity in Help Africa, and by the grace of God, I got a sponsor, and the sponsor family is of Life Madsen and Birgit Madsen, who took me up and raised me as their child. They paid for my school fees, A level, and also at university. I completed university and I graduated with a bachelor's degree in business administration at Makerere University. Now I am working as a business development person. I am very, very grateful for the opportunity I got to be at school through Help Africa. I want to really, with a grateful heart, appreciate my dear sponsor family, Life and Birgit. Thank you so much for the love you showed to me and my family. I am married and I also have children, and this is a story that I cannot really expound on now, but it is, I came from no one to somebody. For now, I also stand as an encouragement to many youths and to even many of our colleagues. And I want to really thank Kim Madsen, who is the founder of the organization. He has Uganda and the children of Uganda at heart. And also the staff who work with Kim Madsen. Thank you very much. They are doing a very, very good job. And also, I want to thank all the donors who have ever donated a seed or a donation to Help Africa. It is just as a seed. And also we pray for you that through that, God will bless you and continually bless you. So I appreciate you so much. Now I want to call upon everyone who is able and capable to support a child who has no support. We have very many vulnerable children who need to be supported. And if you feel, at least from whatever you can pick an amount and take a child to school, you will have done a very great opportunity to a child who has no hope. You take them as their family, and everything, their life will not remain the same. We have very many stories, and I'm one of the stories that you will learn about and you are hearing about. I was a child who had no school fees, helpless, very hopeless. Now I am encouraged. I am an encouragement to very many. So thank you very much. May God bless you. Let's all stand.
My name is Dira Flavia. I'm 21 years old. I joined Help Africa when I was 10 years old. I lost my dad when I was 2 years, and I lived with my mom from 2 to 8 years. I lived with a mother who was struggling to finance our education that she could not manage. Got someone that helped me to join Help Africa in 2011 when I was 10 years old. I joined Help Africa. They took me to primary, secondary, and now I'm at the university. I'm doing a bachelor's degree. I'm doing
education. I thank my sponsor Joseph for helping me out within my education. I thank Help Africa and everyone who is taking care of us. I thank them for their hand into our lives. May God bless them.
My name is Amon Amit. I am 22 years old. I was 9 years old when I joined Help Africa. Before joining Help Africa, I was living with my uncle. And not that I wanted to be with him, but it was due to my uncle, my grandmother's hatred, that he hated my mother so much. Now when I came in my uncle's home, I was staying with him, but he couldn't pay me school fees. He used only to pay the kids, his children, school fees. I really appreciate Help Africa, and I've done it. I appreciate you, my goodness. I also thank my sponsor, Eric Bond. I know he loved me, and I love him so much. Right now, I'm joining university, and I'm going to a hotel institution and catering management. I thank God for that.
My name is Nabionga Ramla. I'm 24 years old. I joined Help Africa in 2011. My brother connected me to Kim Madison. Kim has paid my school fees since day one in 2011, when I joined Form 1 until university. I finished university last year. I graduated from Akure University, and I did a course of Arts in Social Sciences. My dad didn't have school fees that time. He didn't have money to pay for my school fees. I feel so privileged, and I'm so happy. I'm so glad. Like, I will always thank Kim Madison for loving Africa.